Hey everyone, welcome back. We're starting a few minutes early, but I don't think anyone's gonna have a problem with that. So as you guys get in, anyway, we have time. We still have about 15-20 minutes before the indie world starts. So I hope you're all doing well. Slightly new setup here for the stream, since this is more of an interactive, we're chatting, we're watching something. But yeah, so today, hopefully we're going to get some nice announcements, maybe a few shadow drops. You know, they asked in the chat, and obviously I am super hoping for TMNT. To fill the time, I even made us a reel that should last about 15 minutes, so I'm going to start that now with some background of pretty much everything we know about TMNT so far. It's a way to fill the time while we're waiting for everything to start. And to show off how we're going to be, in this format, what the stream's going to look like. So I'm going to put the indie world up there, that way, up there. And we're going to watch it like this. So hopefully you guys like the way it looks. Canada is warm today. We are hitting temperatures of above 20-25 Celsius, which is like, I don't know what in Fahrenheit, but so it's pretty good. Canada's getting warm. Feels good because honestly, I was fed up wearing like long sleeves all the time. It was starting to annoy me. Now we can go outside in t-shirts, so it's starting to get pretty good. I'm gonna say hi to everyone. Hey Sean, hey Jumping Bear, Wes, Mr. Combustible Lemon. Welcome guys, welcome to the stream. So yeah. Like I said, I made a little montage for TMNT. It's pretty much everything we know so far. And I'll maybe turn it down a tiny bit. Hopefully it's not drowning out the sound. Yeah, people have been playing it. That's why I'm saying that, like, honestly, I know that we're probably not going to get TMNT as a shadow drop today. The reason why is because it's a multi-console game. It's not a Switch exclusive. It'd be weird that they would shadow drop a multi-console game in a Nintendo-only event. That would be weird. It's not impossible, would just be weird. If it was a console exclusive, I would actually think, because I've never seen this much coverage on a game that doesn't even have a release date yet. So that means that they're keeping it as a secret shadow drop at one point, almost guaranteed. Because if not, like, I understand the game's maybe not 100% done, but if people are playing it, that means they have alpha and beta builds out there. And there should be, like, we aren't that far away. I don't know who did the song remake, I'll be honest. It's the one from the trailers. This is just a montage of pretty much the announcement trailer, the gameplay trailer, the Splinter trailer, the April trailer, and at the end I also took the footage from a gameplay of the first two levels. So we're even gonna see the first two levels here. Oh my god, Grovel coming in with a huge $9.99 donation. Awesome. I get to test out the new stream format. So I'm going to... Give me a sec here. Top donations, we have Grovel coming in with $9.99. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Grovel. Very, very appreciated. That is a awesome, unexpected surprise. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Airy, by the way, as well, and Angel. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hopefully, like I said, we're going to have some fun today. Hopefully, we're going to get some good announcements. Honestly, I'm like in a super TMNT vibe. Like, I can't wait for this game, honestly. As I said earlier, for anyone who would be new, I don't actually think we're really going to get it today because it's multi-console and this is a Nintendo-only event. But I would freaking love it. And if we do get anything super major, I have the day off. I took the day off, basically. So if we do get something really major as a shadow drop today, I might stream it right after. I'll be honest, if it's a shadow drop, it's not always available right away after, so we might have to take a small break till it actually comes up on the eShop. But if it's something really that I'm into, we might do a random stream today. At the same time, however, most likely we're going to get a major indie sale, so if there isn't a major shadow drop, I'm going to be working on a eShop video for the major sale, which is why I decided to take the day either way. So hopefully it's going to be good either way around. Hey Trizat, welcome to the stream, sir. So, by the way, at the end of the video, when you guys are done watching, I'd like to hear in the feedback, like, you can leave in the comments of the stream down below what you liked of the format that I set up. See if you guys like this. I think I like it. Sort of, you know, this is the test stream to see if I like this format. I think I like it, but I'd like to know for you guys. Grovel took the day off for the Indie Direct as well, so someone out there is as crazy as I am, which is awesome. Oh man, yeah. But seriously, I got some good news yesterday as well on the personal end, so you know, like this is starting out to be a very good week so far. Good personal news, Indie Direct. Probably gonna have plenty of time to work on a video. I have another review that I'm coming up, and a game that I was actually pretty surprised by. We might take some time after. By the way, the Indie Direct's only 20 minutes, so after we're gonna keep chatting. I can maybe show you guys my parking Parkasaurus, because it's actually gotten pretty freaking large now. I think I dropped like 2 hours into the game yesterday on my sandbox park, so it's gotten pretty freaking big. Mega Man Legends 3 made by an indie studio joke, yeah, that would be like phenomenal, but I am erring on the side of unlikely, however, but who knows, honestly, the gameplay for the game, because I'm looking at it up there, it's I am super hyped for it. It's looking really good. The only thing I realized by watching the gameplay, and if you guys rewatch it, like there's a few channels out there. This, by the way, is Nintendo Life's gameplay. So this isn't my own gameplay. This is Nintendo Life that I mixed in their gameplay to the reel I made. But level 1, the level layout, the general shape of the level layout is exactly the same as level 1 of Streets of Rage 4. Left to right, mid corridor going down, and the stage left to right with a boss. I mean, obviously layouts are going to be similar in different games, but it's funny because this one has exactly the same physical layout as Streets of Rage 4 Stage 1. But yeah, I am hoping for some good games as well, Wes, by the way. I'm really hoping for some good ones. Like, just one nice, good shadow drop would be awesome. Like, one really good one, and I would like some solid dates on a few games. You know, like not I just don't want this to be 20 minutes of like winter 2022, winter 2022, holidays 2022. Like, give me a few games with some solid dates that we can put on the calendar and get excited for. That's what that's really, honestly, yes. I don't think Sunbreak's gonna be here, but I am getting it. But I don't think Sunbreak, we're gonna get more view on it today, just because calling Sunbreak an indie would be not okay in my opinion. Like, it would steal away the limelight of real indie games. Capcom is a mainstream developer. It's a big launch. It's a big production. I actually didn't look at the sales report. I know it came out yesterday at midnight. I didn't take a look at it yet. I know Switch sales are... or was it Monday at midnight? No, it was Monday at midnight, so it was out yesterday. But I know Switch sales, I think, are down. But that would just be normal in a console like past its mid-tier. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest, we're on the end life cycle of the Nintendo Switch. Doesn't mean it's going to end like this year or next year. I think we still have maybe 2 to 3 years out of the Switch. But when you're getting to the end of the life cycle of a console, it's just normal. Exactly, but the Switch sold over 100 million. Like, the install base, even if you're not selling units of the system anymore, the install base is already there. So they don't need to get a bigger install base. Like, every developer out there looking to produce a game, they're like, we have over 100 million units like install base for this game. April actually looks pretty good. I was watching the gameplay. April looks freaking good. I'll be honest, the only character that seemed to me underwhelming so far, and I'm super, like, that's maybe the slight disappointment, is Splinter looks underwhelming so far. When I saw Splinter gameplay, I find he looks a little bit too slow as a character, and I was expecting Splinter, and I understand he's supposed to be like an older character, but I was expecting Splinter nonetheless to be like a fast-paced character. Sorry, I'm like jumping from one thing to another, but yeah. 21 million expected for next fiscal. Yeah, that would make sense. About a quarter of the whole. Well, yes and no, because that's a little aggressive for the end life cycle. But hopefully, 6 years, 130 million. Because if you look, that's 107 million split over 5 years. Like, obviously, there's been spikes, meaning that it's not been steady, but that is an average of around like 21 million a year. Expecting 24 million in the end life cycle in a year. They're maybe a little aggressive, I find, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Oh, man. If Silksong gets a shadow drop, I think we can pick that up right away. Honestly, I don't know that Silksong would do a limited run. I think that the studio has enough backing and enough guaranteed sales that they would go with a straight physical release by themselves. I don't think they would do a limited run. My personal opinion, because the first Hollow Knight got like a standard release. It didn't need a limited runs release, and I don't see why they would split the profits with limited run. Because, you know, don't forget that limited run, when you go through limited run, that's because you don't want to take the production costs yourself, and limited run takes probably a huge cut of the sales. While if you do it yourself, or you go through a publisher, like a different publisher, you can probably get a better deal. But we'll see. Yeah, they might get like a special edition, maybe. Maybe they would do like a special edition separately, but then again, they could do it themselves. And I think that with the success and the hype behind their game, getting the financial backing to self-publish wouldn't be a stretch. On Hollow Knight 1, they had to prove themselves, and that's why it took a while for the physical. For Silksong, I don't think they need to prove themselves anymore. But we'll see. And it's not that I don't like limited runs, it's just that, you know, they are more costly. So we're getting pretty close to the end of the reel, by the way, so don't worry, I timed this. we're gonna be ending like a couple of minutes before the indie world's supposed to start. So I'll switch the view screen to the indie world when we get to the beginning. But yeah, seriously, honestly, yeah. I think we're gonna hopefully we have a really good one today. Special edition console, actually that would be nice. Honestly, even if it's a Switch Lite, I don't care. Like I was sort of disappointed that Nintendo didn't go harder on their special editions of the different Switches. And I think if they want to hit that 24 million target, they're going to have to do it, because they're going to have to get current owners of Switches to buy other Switches. I don't think they're going to, like I said, we're getting towards the end of the life cycle. I don't think right now 24 million units are going to be only new adopters. We're going to have to sell they're going to have to sell a lot of Switches to people that already own Switches. So we are good. That is pretty much the end of the reel. We're at the end of the level. So let's kill this. Let's go full screen on the indie world so that as soon as it starts, we are up. Well, I'm going to refresh this because I was on the page before the indie world went live. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Because if we were not needed to refresh that, because I was on the page before it actually became a stream, when it was just like an announcement. Ugh. But we should have here within a couple of minutes, we should have it going. Hey Andrew, hey Cesar, hey Big Pizza. I'm gonna go through this chat, make sure I said hi to everyone I haven't said hi to yet. I think we have, let me see here. Dangerism, welcome. Jason, Hubbard, welcome guys. You just got an OLED yesterday, a new one. Awesome, man. That is awesome. Switch OLED, if you play a lot in handheld mode, it's worth it. It's not worth it for someone who plays mainly in dock, but for handheld, it's awesome. And the battery life is really good. Before the OLED, I had a launch Switch, and my battery life got way better because it's pretty much equivalent to the battery life of the refresh that they did. So for me, it was like a huge upgrade. Let me just see. Copies. Grovel says, you hope you get your game from Play Asia in the next week. What game is that? I really have to buy Pocky and Rocky. I was waiting because when it got its North American release, I wanted to wait. And for anyone who does want to pick up Pocky and Rocky, by the way, if you don't want censored artwork, you're better off picking up the Asian version because they're censoring the North American version. It's not huge differences, but some of the artwork, like cleavage and stuff, is going to be changed. I just don't like not having the original artwork. It's not about the cleavage, it's about having the original artwork. And so I'm going to, even though it's going to cost me more, I'm going to import my version from Play Asia. Oh, we are getting started, guys. So let's turn this over. I'm going to up the sound on the direct. Chrono Cross, awesome.
Hello,
yeah,
and
I have
welcome
to
to Indie
Cross
World.
well.
I'm Ariko.
And I'm Amber. We're back today to showcase a slew of indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
Our indie partners span the globe.
Let's
from
go.
Sweden to Australia and Japan. And we can't wait to see what they've been cooking up. So let's get started.
Is that the Cozy Farm Sim, Life Sim? You're starting it out easy. I mean, what indie Switch owner isn't gonna, indie-centric Switch owner isn't gonna love a little Life Sim / Farm Sim? Lumberland, or is that Ooblets? Not sure which one is the title. I'm guessing it's Ooblets.
Don't you just love games that are cozy and weird?
Oh, I absolutely do. This
Cozy and
charming
weird.
creature collection and farm simulation game from Glumberland has everything to give you the warm fuzzies. Grow and train adorable little creatures called ooblets as you cultivate new life in the blossoming community of Badgetown.
Customize your character. Befriend the locals. Decorate
It's
your
okay,
house.
but
Run your own
I'm not sure I'm gonna have
shop.
time for another
And
life sim
most
slash
importantly,
whatnot in my
have
library.
Epic dance battles.
But we might take it
You can
at
even
for a
dress
quick
up your
spin
ooblet
when it
pals
comes
and
up.
travel to different locations. Visit the arcade-packed boardwalk in Port Forward. Saunter through the spooky swamps of Nowhere. And ascend the frozen peaks of Tippy Top.
Ooblets
This summer.
waddles
Okay.
its way onto Nintendo Switch.
Not a solid date,
this summer.
but yeah. Yeah, no. Don't worry, Jason, I got this. Not
Colorful
what
and
I'm looking for out
mesmerizing
of this one.
planets await in this fast-paced action RPG across the cosmos.
This one looks good.
In this
I've seen
deeply
this before.
story-driven game by Stormmind Games, you'll use both strength and wits to interact with others and conquer the challenges ahead.
It's been published by Team
Balancing the
17 as
duality
well.
of
They
your
rarely
physical
publish bad
and
games.
mental powers is key. Sacrifice one for the other against opponents and things might not turn out well for you. Ultimately,
Where's my resolution?
your
My
conscience will
resolution.
carry the
Give me a
weight
second.
of
I
your
wanna make sure
decisions.
my resolution is good.
What kind of hero will you
Oh my
become?
god, what is this?
Choose your
about that,
destiny
guys.
in Batora.
Getting
Lost
the
Haven,
upping the resolution
launching
there.
on Nintendo Switch
It's on my
this
mobile
fall.
setting.
こんにちは、生高橋です。エルケッドがもうすぐ Nintendo Switch で
That'll be
遊べる
better
よう
for
に
the
なります
future. Sorry about that, guys, if it
エル
was
ケ
a
ッド
little
は私
iffy
が
there
学
on
生
the
時代の頃、流
quality.
れるというテーマのコンテスト向けに好きなゲームからインスピレーションを受けて開発したプロトタイプ作品になります。
Yeah, they're aiming for the 8-year-old
私が
crowd.
学生
They're
を卒
aiming
業した後
for
に
the
それをブラッシュ
cozy,
アップしたのが本作になり
chill
ま
out
す。
crowd.
シンプルな操作と直感的なルールからは想像もできないようなひらめく体験をご用意しておりますので、ぜひ Nintendo Switch で楽しんでみてください。
What is this? You know I love my little platformers and puzzle platformers. Looks interesting. Like, this isn't a huge excitement game, but it looks like a solid one that could turn out to be some real nice fun. A Leckhead. Not bad.
Hey, if you're looking for a clever and challenging 2D puzzle platformer, then we've got just the game for you from Nama Takahashi, a one-person development team. Here, you're
One-person
a
development
small
team.
robot named Alek, who's on a mission to restore light to the world while
Like, the one thing you
navigating
gotta
a
say about
booby-trapped
one-person
facility.
development teams,
By using your
their vision is
electrifying
always
powers to touch walls, floors, platforms,
straightforward.
and switches,
You can see that the game has
electricity
one
will
vision and
charge
goes
through
for
them
it.
and bring them to life.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. Well, I mean, actually, you should.
Yeah.
Detach and throw your head to trigger objects.
That's actually
You'll need
really
to retrieve it
interesting.
within 10 seconds, or else. There are plenty of hidden rooms and secrets to discover, so use your head, literally, to explore every nook and cranny of the facility.
I'll probably give this a go.
Alek Head bolts onto Nintendo Switch.
Hey Alex,
this
what's
summer.
up, man? Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you here, watching this with us. What do you think's gonna be the big drop, Alex? This actually looks interesting. You know, rhythm games I'm sort of always on the fence on. I like them, but they have to really be well coded, well adjusted. I like the top-down view, obviously.
Feel the beat in Soundfall. This fast-paced, rhythm-based dungeon crawler from Noodle Cake and Drastic Games combines looter-shooter action with musical gameplay that'll keep you on your toes.
And tapping
That's
your
when that's
toes.
you're gonna have to
As a
try to
guardian
know
of
if it's gonna
harmony,
work for
you're
you.
transported to the world of Symphonia to battle the forces of discord. Move to
Like,
the
I like
music
rhythm-based
solo,
games, what I was
or
trying to say is
with up to 4
I don't like when
players
their
locally or
timings are too
online
tight.
as
You know what I mean? Like
restore
too
harmony
punishing
to
if you
Symphonia's
miss a beat or
corrupted
whatnot.
lands.
If the game
Levels and encounters are dynamically
gives you an
generated
easier
from
time
the
if you're
music,
hitting the
and
beat,
there are over
but you can still play
140
through it if you're
songs
missing
to
a
choose
few.
from.
That's
So
where
pick the
that's
tune
where I
you want
can
to hear
get
before
into it and
jumping
deal
into
with
the
it.
fray.
Time your actions to the music, and your power will increase. There are 5 different musical heroes to choose from, over 500 pieces of equipment for skill customization, and thousands of loot combinations, giving you opportunities for multiple playthroughs.
Get your head
Later today.
bopping
So
to
we got our
Soundfall,
first
launching on the
shadow
Nintendo
drop,
Switch system
Soundfall.
later today.
I don't have a notepad out. That sucks. And
Why
I'm
is
sort
it
of out of
freezing in
screens.
here?
I don't want to cut the
You
chat
better
off.
be
get a
ready to
notepad
weather
out.
the snowstorm in Wild Frost. Take on the harsh elements in this tactical roguelike deck builder.
Yeah,
from
Cult of the
Dead
Lamb
Man
would be
Games.
freaking awesome. I
Build
would love
and
to see Cult of the
customize your
Lamb.
deck
I
as
think
you
Cult of
set
the
off
Lamb
to
would
put
be
an
enough
end
that if
to
it
the
shadow
eternal
drops today,
frost.
we could play that
Card
later in
companions
the
and
afternoon.
items are at your disposal. Use them to battle wave after wave of monsters, from the deceptively cute penguins to brash
Yeah,
and brutal
Infernax.
bosses.
I actually ordered the physical
Plan
edition
your
of
next move
Infernax
using
along
the
with.
dynamic counter system
I'm waiting on
to
that from
fell
Limited
those
Run
frosty
Games.
fiends. After each run, try daily challenges or expand the hub town of Snowdwell to unlock new events and cards. Helpful for your fight against the perpetual winter.
Wild Frost makes its snowy debut on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
It's Chucklefish, so I'm pretty guaranteed that that's gonna be
Hej, jag heter Hanna.
a solid
Och
game as
Rebecca.
well.
We're from Landfall Games, a small game studio based in Stockholm, Sweden. And we are excited to announce that our game, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, or TAPS for short, will be coming to Nintendo Switch.
We first started working on TAPS in 2016. The idea was to make a game that is inspired by the feeling you got when playing with your action figures as a kid. We then added the strategy and fighting elements and turned the game into the wobbly experience that it is today.
Our wonderful community has been with us along the way and helped us shape the game with their suggestions and feedback. So together with them, we're proud to bring TAPS to this awesome platform.
Wow. Okay. So it's supposed to be like action figures brought to life. It's like an RTS, I assume. Like I'm assuming it has to be like RTS-like gameplay. I don't think this is gameplay. This looks like cinematics. Yeah, because like the camera's moving around during the action. Totally accurate battle simulator. TAPS.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
You heard that right. In this fighting game from Landfall Games, you'll lead teams of over 100 wobblers in battle, hailing from
Yeah, so it's
ancient
gonna be an
lands,
RTS format.
spooky worlds,
You're leading
and
100.
fantasy realms.
Those wobbly physics are,
It's always good. We
very,
don't have enough
wobbly.
RTSs on the Switch.
Oh, they're
honestly.
awesome! And those aren't your garden variety battles either. Watch your wobblers flail and fail in silly simulated battles. Or make new ones in the
Hopefully
unit
they're
creator
warming
and
up here,
customize
because
their
so far,
size, weight,
Like, these
and
aren't bad
speed,
games, they're
among other
okay,
stats.
but come on, we need some excitement. We need something to, like, dial
Can't
it
get
up.
enough of
They've got about
the
10 minutes
wobble?
left.
Send them to fight your friends in online multiplayer mayhem. Say it with me.
Let's hope they're saving
It's
the best to
wobbling
last.
time.
you never cease to amaze me. Totally accurate battle simulator.
This summer.
Wobbles. It's way onto Nintendo Switch this
Okay.
summer.
I agree, it has to be priced right. What's this? Omnibus, okay. And more punk action adventure. Already this is looking promising. I'm liking the artwork. So far, this one's looking nice. Ooh, I like that. I like the boss design there. Gunbrella, Devolver Digital.
You're a gruff woodsman.
You already
on a
got me there.
quest for
Devolver
revenge
Digital.
in this
Like,
noir
come on, they've been
punk
fired
action
for like
adventure from
pretty much all their latest
Armed
releases.
with the titular Gumbrella, you'll maneuver through various locations, from a cultish town to a
And I know they're a
junkyard
publisher,
fortress.
by the way.
Use the Gumbrella.
I don't
to
think they back
glide,
any
swing,
games that they don't
dash,
believe in.
dive, and take out enemies in gritty side-scrolling combat.
Along the way, you'll scavenge for scraps and spare parts
When are we
to
getting
upgrade
this?
the Gumbrella. And
Today?
employ your sleuthing skills to assist a cast of increasingly bizarre characters in a world rapidly losing its natural resources. And that's just the beginning of your investigation. Plenty of dark twists and turns lie ahead.
Gumbrella launches
okay,
on Nintendo
2023.
Switch next year.
So we aren't getting that anytime soon.
Hey everyone, I'm Jared Huntley, lead programmer on We Are OFK.
And I'm Luca LaFay, lead singer of the band OFK.
We're super excited to announce that our music biopic game is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yes! Ooh, I can play it on a tour bus.
Come on, guys,
Ugh,
let's
I
dial
can't
up
wait
the
to tour
heat here a
together.
little bit.
We haven't seen each other since that music video brainstorm at your place in LA in 2019?
Yeah, wow. And with the game on handheld, it'll be easy to play the new episodes that are coming out every single week, back to back to back.
Can't wait to share OFK's story and music with y'all.
Hey, Jared, can I get your opinion on tour outfits?
What is this now? Funky art style? We are OFK. Like, I wish that we would see a little bit of gameplay. Like, is this like just a
This
visual
musical
novel?
narrative from indie pop band OFK is gonna take you on quite the emotional ride. Set in downtown
guess
Los
it is,
Angeles,
because if
Itsumi
it's a-
Saito struggles to
it's a
establish
narrative,
herself
it's
in
like
LA's
a-
ruthless music scene
gonna be like
while
a
managing a full-time
animated visual
job,
novel.
a social life, and a brutal commute. But a chance encounter with a rising Hollywood music producer may give her the edge she needs to achieve her dreams.
Through
I'm
episodes
starting to
released
get
weekly
into
and
visual
interactive
novels,
music
but
videos with a
it has to
fully
be, like,
voiced
the right
cast,
themes.
You'll witness the lives of Itsumi and her
Not sure
friends
this one's
unfold.
gonna.
You're allowed to take a break.
I'm not sure this
and
one's
not be
speaking to
okay
me
for a
right now.
second.
Thank you.
From fighting over song lyrics at band
Someone trying to make it in
to
the music
sending silly
industry.
memes
You know,
via
it's
text.
so-so.
It's a heartfelt making of the band journey that's sure to pull at your heartstrings.
Shovelware showcase.
We are OFK.
Yeah,
Drums
so
onto
far
Nintendo
I'll be
Switch
honest.
this
Yes,
summer.
it is on the slow side.
Hi, I'm Dom,
And I'm Tom.
and we're Spiral Circus.
We are an indie games developer based in Bristol,
Well, look,
UK.
one way or the other,
And
guys,
our
I'm going to
passion
give
for the
you,
stranger and
after
surreal
this,
side of art
we'll
is
be able
what
to
brought
take a
us
quick
together.
look at a
We
game
both
that
come
hasn't
from really
released
different
yet.
backgrounds.
That has no...
I was a research scientist, and Tom's
pretty,
a fine
I think a
artist.
pretty
Because
decent
of the
game that
pandemic,
has no
we've been an entirely
embargo on
remote
it.
team, and almost all of Silt
One way or
has
the
been
other,
hand-drawn at
we're gonna get
night
to see
by
something
me,
new.
which seems entirely appropriate for the subject matter.
Our audio designer even set up a fish tank in his studio to record the underwater sounds that you'll be hearing throughout the game.
We're really excited for you to experience our hand-drawn work brought to life, and we hope you enjoy exploring the strange oceanic world of Silt on Nintendo Switch.
Take
This
a
one
deep
looks good.
breath
This
and
one I wanna
dive
play.
into the harrowing ocean abyss. In the depths of this puzzle adventure from Spiral
Silk
Circus
looks
Games,
like solid.
you'll unravel
I don't know when
long
we're getting
forgotten
this.
mysteries as you explore a surreal underwater realm filled with strange
Like, I'm getting
machinery,
serious Limbo
ancient
vibes
ruins,
from this one.
and dangerous ocean inhabitants.
Limbo,
A
but
variety
underwater.
of sea creatures can be possessed, harness their abilities to solve puzzles, navigate the haunting environment, and survive encounters against deep-sea Goliaths. There's more than meets the eye
I
in
love
this
the visuals in this.
unsettling
It looks
monochrome
amazing.
world.
Plunge into the dark waters of Silt.
I was hoping this
launching
could have been
on
maybe a
Nintendo Switch
shadow drop,
next
man.
month. Hey, a way to avoid traffic. Morning commutes can be a real jam. If you
Time
get my
management.
drift.
Hey, we go to time management.
I know,
They're hitting
right?
all
But guess
the
what? In Mini
crazy play
Motorways from
options.
developer Dinosaur
Gaming
Polo
types.
Club, the key to solving the city's congestion problems is you. Draw and build roads to create a
Strategy
bustling
time
metropolis and keep traffic flowing on maps inspired by real-life
Like, I'm not saying
cities.
this isn't gonna be fun.
As
It's
demands
just, come on.
interchange,
Let's
you'll continuously
yeah,
redesign
it does look like a
and
mobile
expand
game
via
as well, Big
upgrades
Pizza
like
Pie,
highways
so...
and roundabouts.
Ramp up
Which
the
doesn't mean it
difficulty
can't
by
be fun. If
taking
it's
part in
priced like for
daily and
$3-4
weekly
and
challenges. More maps will
it's fun to
unlock
play
as you
through.
become a master road designer.
which one did I play
How
that
long
actually I
can
was
you
surprised
keep the
because
cities
it
of the
looked like
world moving?
it was a mobile game, but it,
Buckle up for Mini Motorways,
Later
cruising onto Nintendo Switch
we've got
later
another shadow
today.
drop, guys. So far, yeah,
Whoa,
exciting.
a flying hospital. That's new. I've never seen that before.
Then hop aboard this heartfelt narrative adventure
Wayward
from Ghost
Strand,
Pattern,
Ghost Pattern.
set in 1970s rural Australia. As intrepid teen journalist Casey,
Come on,
you'll
guys.
come to
You
know
have to
a
knock this
diverse
one out.
cast of eclectic voiced characters through the stories
Oh,
they tell
that's good to
and
know,
the
Alex.
moments you share. Each story unfolds in real time, at the same time, so you get to choose which ones you want to experience. Follow the hospital's
Well, art
inhabitants,
style, it looks beautiful.
eavesdrop on them, or enter the room and be part of the conversation.
Darcy, right? Mrs. B's kid?
It's, Casey. Not, Casey. Just Casey.
Sure.
By keeping track of information in your notebook and spending time with certain characters, you might unearth new stories, locations, and revelations. Multiple playthroughs will also give you the opportunity to witness other events, allowing you to delve deeper into the stories and weave together mysteries.
I mean, someone who's
aboard the
really
airship.
into a storyline.
Wayward Strand lands on Nintendo Switch July 21st.
July 21st.
A randomly generated
Ah,
world
yeah, okay, delay in
waits
stream.
this action-adventure game from Massive Monster.
Cult of the Lamb, guys,
As
wait
a
here.
possessed
We'll talk
lamb
about that
saved
after,
by
Alex.
a foreboding stranger from a ritual sacrifice.
You getting this today?
You need to repay your debt by creating a loyal community of woodland worshippers.
Gather resources to build structures. Then, gather your courage to brave deadly dungeons like the Silk Cradle. Venture through its dark depths, teeming with razor spiders and toxic millipedes, to challenge the dungeon's overlord Shimura. There ain't anything sheepish about it.
Cult of the Lamb.
Oh my god,
drops
this
onto
year.
Nintendo
Come on,
Switch
guys. Give
this
us some
year.
dates. Ugh. I know it's rough right now, but come on. We need some dates. So Mini Motorways got a 90%. It's, well, like I said, it looks like a time management game. Maybe we can give that one a try later. Shells like. Okay. This one looks funny so far. Like, this is like, what? 3D, like, Under the Sea Elden Ring? Crab Elden Ring? Another Crab's Treasure.
Hey Crab fans, I'm Nick.
And I'm Kalen. Previously, AgroCrab released Going Under, and it didn't make us rich. So this time, we're selling out and giving the people what they want. Crabs. Our second project is a crustacean-themed Souls-like, another Crab's Treasure.
Through our extensive research, we've found that crabs are the perfect enemy for an action game. They've got natural weapons, can strafe from side to side, and you can hit their weak point for massive damage.
Souls-likes are known for their difficulty.
I mean,
and we
if
want
it's
to create
well
a game
built
that maintains that
and
challenge
it
while being
works,
approachable for new fans
I
of
can
the
get
genre.
into a
What if you
crab
died in one
Souls-like.
hit when you're not wearing a shell?
I just said it's supposed to be approachable.
Oh, what if every time you dodge roll, there's like a 1% chance that you just trip and fall over?
Well, looks like our segment's over, everyone.
It's time for Crab.
Awesome to
All
see
right,
their
Eureka.
developers
Put your
argue
pincers
over
up.
the concepts
Oh, here we
in
go
their
with the
little
crab puns.
in their little
Absolutely.
segment.
Anyway, in this action adventure from Agro Crab, you'll embark on an epic treasure hunt under the sea to buy back your repossessed shell, while wading through this underwater world plagued by pollution and sinister secrets. You'll scavenge for trash and
But this is
use
one,
it as a
honestly,
shell to defend yourself
I'll have
in
to wait to
challenging
play
combat.
because I don't want to.
There
It
are
looks
over
good. It
50
looks like it could have
potential
potential,
So get
but it
shellfish
also
with
looks
them
like
and
it could
repel
have a
enemies
million
with powerful
bugs,
umami
and that's
magic.
what's gonna make or break a
If you
game
don't,
like this.
you'll be in a pinch before you know it. After all, one crab's trash is another crab's treasure, which sidesteps onto
2023.
Nintendo Switch
Oh,
next
dude,
year.
you're killing me with these like late releases.
For our last segment, we'd like to show you a sneak peek of several more indie games coming to Nintendo Switch. Enjoy!
Guys, Card Shark demo available today. I don't know if you guys saw that. This looks good. Cursed to Golf, available this summer. This looks crazy fun. I saw Wolfden play it on his stream. It looked really good. This looks okay, but already like you can see frame rate issues in the trailer.
That's all for today's Indie World. We hope you
Come on,
enjoyed
one
the
more.
slew of games
Give us
in
something.
today's showcase.
A big thank you to our indie community
I don't think we're
and
getting
indie
anything else,
partners
guys.
working on games for Nintendo Switch. And as always, thank you for watching.
Check out our official Twitter account to stay up to date on all the latest Indie World news. Until next time, happy gaming!
No, like let's be honest, it's one of the weaker indie worlds. Like we've maybe got like 2 potential good games, and everything that we're excited about doesn't get a solid date. Like Cult of the Lamb this year. So yeah, so Mini Motor Speedway, Alex is saying, has a 90% and is pretty good. So it reminds me of the, that's what I was trying to say when we were watching it. The game I reviewed about the airport simulator, that you have to land planes. I have a blank on the name right now. Give me a moment. Let's switch over to the Switch view. That was the best part of the indie world. Good. Glad. At least we got to look at the TMNT montage at the beginning. Okay, hold on. Let's just kill this. Give me a sec here. That's do we need anything here? No, we don't need anything here. Give me a sec. Chat's there. Let's just switch to this. Boom. Boom. Okay, so give me a moment here. Let me just switch stuff over. We've got that there. I'm gonna kill this, and we're gonna kill this. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna just switch over to the Switch for a second. So we, like I said, And let me just pop chat over to the other side. Give me a second, guys. I just got to set up differently so we can have the switch up and whatnot. Oof. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, if I had to rate the, like, we might have gotten, like Alex said, I wouldn't undervalue the game he talked about because I trust Alex's opinion. If he's saying that it's a 9 out of 10 and he liked the game, obviously it's going to be it's a time management game. If you're not into time management stuff, forget it. You know what I mean? But if you are, maybe that's one that we could check out later today, but I don't think I'm going to be streaming that one. Like, if I check it out, I'm going to check it out on my time. But yeah, I mean, that was, like, if I had to rate the Indie Direct right now, I'd give it like a D. Personally, like, we've had way better ones. We didn't get solid dates on everything exciting. We didn't get TMNT. We didn't get anything about Silk Song yet again. So, you know, I like hyping up stuff Nintendo when it's worth it, but I'm not going to hype up stuff that doesn't have me excited. And that was just a very medium one. So as you guys can see, this doesn't have an embargo on it. I checked. I have the new Cotton game that's coming out on the 25th. We could actually look at a little bit of gameplay of that. I got you, Alex. So we'll Alex hasn't played the game yet. He's looking what he got from Metacritic so far. If the Metacritic's at 90 though, I can't see it being a bad game for anyone who doesn't want time management. But yeah, there's a couple of things we can look at today. I'm trying just to find a game I was saying that it reminds me of. Let me just look at my playlists, reviews, Budget eShop game reviews. This one. I freaking hate it. Sometimes for titles of games, I'm like the worst person on earth for that. But it, like, right off the top, that game, when I got it as a review code, I was like, it looks like mobile garbage. But playing it was actually fun. Fly Together. Fly Together is the game I was referring to. Like, Fly Together ended up being a really fun game, and it was a mobile game before, but they removed all the pay-to-win bull crap for the Switch release. Ton of unlockables, and everything is like straight in the game when you play it, which is super appreciated. Honestly, it was, it really is a very, so I would trust to wait and see what it's like. But obviously you have to be in time management, and it's probably not a game that you're going to start playing and want to finish in one go. It's one of those games that you're going to play over time. The other one we're getting today is that sound game. I have to rewatch for the title because I forgot to take out a notepad. Yet again, okay, but not good enough for me to drop everything and stream that. So I'm rather going to be watching out for a indie sale, because we're most likely going to get an indie sale if it hasn't even started already. And we're going to probably be covering that today. If we don't get a major indie sale, it's going to be the regular under $5 video. But I'm waiting to see what happens for that. So, so the new Cotton game, which is Cotton Fantasy, I got it. I did a full playthrough. It is super arcade style. Like 6 playable characters, and they all play different with different mechanics. So it is turning out to be a really decent game, although short. Like, a playthrough is probably 45 minutes to 45 minutes, but it's arcade style. As many continues as you need, and the point is to replay it multiple times with multiple characters. Right now I'm testing out like another character. It's probably a little intense. Let's drop that to about here. But honestly, if you guys are into cute 'em ups, gonna be a really good one. Before we do that, though, I feel like, I don't know what I'm looking at the chat now. What would you guys like to see? Do you want to maybe do just a quick stage of this? Or do you want to see Parkasaurus, where my park is at, a bit? I feel like chatting today, like just taking a little time of wasting time and chatting with you guys and look at stuff. Gunbrella looks awesome. It's just 2023. That's what I said. It's that there were a couple of really good games, but everything good, it's hard to get hyped about a game that just says 2023. So, you know what I mean? It's like really hard to get hyped about that. But Parkasaurus, get out of here. Bear doesn't like Parkasaurus. Man, I like Parkasaurus. I gave it an 8. I gave it an 8. It is it is a very fun park builder. And I think they updated it and they fixed the zoom in, which sucks that I put out my review like a couple of days ago because there was an update. And I think they fixed the zoom in. So you can now zoom way in, just like on PC, to your dinosaurs and stuff and get close-ups. Obviously, graphically, however, it's still under the PC version. But it's still pretty decent. Let's scrap this. We'll scrap this. I'll show you guys my park. Quick. We'll take a few seconds to look at my custom park where I'm at. There's a few species of dinosaurs too. I would have liked them to put a little more time into making the species like stand out compared to others. Like I have a T-Rex, and I find the T-Rex is like okay, but it's sort of like underwhelming. I was expecting the T-Rex to have something, you know, special about him. But yeah, it turned out to be okay, but not anything crazy. But yeah, I honestly, like I said, it's a time management game. It's a park builder. And it's one of those games where, like, when you don't know what to play and you want to drop a couple of hours into a game, it's like tons of fun to do so. So this is my custom park that I've built so far. So like I said, the problem is, before when I reviewed the game, this was about the maximum you could zoom in. But since then, you can now zoom in like super crazy close to dinosaurs. See, like he's trying to bite the fence. This is not the T-Rex, by the way. This is the Albertosaurus. The T-Rex is right on the other side here. And yes, you can make them wear dumb hats, but the dumb hats actually help their stats, which is why pretty much all the adult dinosaurs in my park are going to have hats on. Like I said, the big difference, in case you've played Jurassic World Evolution, is Jurassic World Evolution was really geared towards disaster management, and the dinosaurs would often break out. In this game, as long as you have janitors, which are the people that repair the fences, and that you upgrade your fences from like the basic ones pretty quick. No, he's trying to hit the fence. When you see him like bash his head like that, he's trying to damage the fence, but you're going to see a janitor is going to come along and fix it up. But they could eat people. Like if they got free and they're meat eaters, they could eat people. So then I've got like, basically you have to set up biomes, and then you have to match the dinosaurs to the biomes. So like here I have like Stegosaurus. I have different ones that live in the rainforest. Then I have here some that live in the desert. So you have to have a desert biome. You can also put like dumb like distractions. Like here they have a punching bag, and you're going to see a dinosaur actually boxes with it. Like when they play with it, it's like they punch the punching bag like a person would. I've got a different biome here, which is the prairie for some which are these? These are the, hold on. These are the Brachiosaurus. I've put some extended above walkways, as you can see here, so people can actually walk through the exhibits through like glass type things. I've started also putting a lot of effort in my park on decorations. So as you can see, I'm starting to make things nicer, making little places where people can come have food. Like here you've got like another eating area. So it's a park builder. You know, it's a park builder. It works very well. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of upgrades. I'm almost, if we look at dinosaur-wise, I'm almost maxed upgrades. So I have access to almost everything dinosaur, except like these last 5 upgrades. However, for the rest of the park items, this I still have a lot of stuff to unlock. So I still have a lot of like, you know, shops and aesthetic stuff to unlock. But what's good is once you have your dinosaurs fully upgraded, the currency you use to upgrade the dinosaur stuff, you can sort of shift it over to this, which means that it's going to be a lot faster to upgrade it. But yeah, honestly, if you like sim games, it is super fun. And some guy made me laugh out loud yesterday. Like, I read all the comments, by the way, and honestly, I removed his comment because I was like, this guy's being just totally negative and ridiculous. But I actually laughed when I read his comment. The guy's like, your channel's been sliding over the last few months, doing all this sponsored content. Like, this is on my review of Parkasaurus, okay? All this sponsored content for huge games. You're moving away from small indies. And I'm like, this guy's calling Parkasaurus a huge game when it's a $25 indie title. And it's a review that's totally unsponsored. And on top of it, like, what made me laugh is I'm like, I've never been rougher on games than in the last couple of months. If you look like my last 5 reviews, I've trashed 3 of the 5 last games I played. Giving them scores of like 6 and under. And like even giving a game a 4. I think that's the lowest score I ever gave a game so far that I actually took the time to review. Like, there's games I would give lower scores than that, but they're games I just didn't take the time to review because they were too trashy. But man, it made me laugh out loud. I'm like, okay, so because I gave a game an 8 for a park builder, I'm being paid? Just to let you know, when you do sponsored content, by the way, they normally don't want you to give a score because they would want you to automatically give like a 10 out of 10 because a sponsor will not pay for you to say that their game's a 7 or an 8, okay? Which is freaking hilarious, which is why I started laughing. And anyway, I've never done sponsored reviews, and I would never call it a review. I would call it like a highlight or a spotlight or something like that. And I would tell you guys that something is sponsored. So I haven't been sponsored since January, by the way, by anyone. So I was just laughing, man. It made me laugh. I found that super funny. Wouldn't Snake Rattle and Roll be perfect for NES Online? I can't tell you what that... Right off the top of my head, don't worry about it. It made me laugh. It made me laugh. And I deleted the content because I don't like negativity. You know, like, when a comment is negative, but... Like, when a comment is negative, but constructive, I leave it all the time. Because I have no problem with people, like, disagreeing with my opinion or saying something different. But when the comment was just... I'm just like... This makes no sense with currently what's on the channel. I was like, yeah, he just made me laugh, and I'm like, bye, have a great day, thanks for stopping by. Hey, Seal, welcome, man. Switch Game Sale plus filler out shovelware. Thank you, Big Pizza. Well, look, I'm glad you're loving it, and I'm glad it's coming through because anyway, I'm pretty sure it's just someone that must not like me and you be using like a fake account or something and trying to make my you know, trying to get some negative stuff going in the chat, which is why I just remove it. So don't worry about it. It's all good. But yeah, so that is my Parkasaurus. It's end of day, so cash out. We're going to stop looking at Parkasaurus in 2 seconds. We're going to switch over, but I just wanted to show you guys, like, once you get, because you know the gameplay footage I was using in the review is like the first couple of hours of gameplay, and I didn't want to, because if I just show you guys a park like this in the review in the background and you don't explain to you what you're looking at, it's going to be very confusing. So I wanted it to all be about like building and setting up your initial park, so that's why I used that type of footage. But I want to show you guys, I'm working on my park, and I think this is something like recurring in the streams. I'm going to show you guys where it's at, because honestly, the area you have to fill is freaking huge. And by the way, I don't even have half the dinosaurs yet, but like we've still got like all this open space here at the back of the park. The only thing is the exhibits have to be huge because they require a lot of space. Like your dinosaurs are going to be unhappy and say that they're in too small of a space. Arise is a good one. Arise. I need a visual help. I'm a visual guy. Sometimes I need a visual. Rebecca May, welcome to the channel. I don't know if you're watching a video. I don't know if you're in the stream, but welcome. Probably when I'm gonna see it. I didn't get a time to play Arise yet, but yes, that is on my list of games that I definitely want to play. I think Alex reviewed it. But yeah. Avowed comes out soon. Let me see. You guys are too good, man. You're talking about games and games that I haven't even taken time to notice yet. Avowed Nintendo. Oh yes. That looks like it's gonna be pretty solid. Wild Hearts is good for non-gamers or older people. You should do a top 10 of accessible games gamers can enjoy with their parents. That could be a good idea. It's a video that's hard to title though, but I could try and find a way to title it where it's gonna make sense. Because you need your video to, like, you know, when someone reads the title to know what the list is about. That one could be a little bit rougher. But yeah. So let's take a look just for fun before, you know, like I said, they said there was no embargo. They gave me the code yesterday, so look, it was up to them. If they said no embargo, to me, that means I can show you gameplay footage. Cotton Fantasy is, if you like cute 'em ups, I think it's going to be a good one. I need to see how much they're going to want to sell this. Hold on. Let me just, that's actually an important point. I didn't look at the price yet since they sent it to me. Cotton Fantasy. I was hoping I would get it. Ooh, $40 though. Ouch. Yeah, it's a little short for $40. Like, there's a huge replayability because you have 6 playable characters and each playable character is different. But still, I find 40 is a little hardcore. I'm going to review it, by the way. I'm just going to put out the review closer to its actual release date, or maybe over the next few days. I am going to do an official review on it, but that $40 is a little bit rough, I find. It's a little bit rough. So please do not judge my gameplay. I've played one playthrough, and this is an arcade style. It's supposed to be a quarter muncher. I don't see many people finishing this on one set of lives. You have infinite continues. They know you need that for most people to finish the game. So we're gonna just play through. I'm gonna try one of the new characters that I unlocked. It's pretty fun because every time you choose a character, it gives you a mini tutorial on how to play them, because their mechanics really are very different, each one. I did a full playthrough with Cotton so far, and I started one with Rhea. Actually, let's try someone different. Let's try her. Fine. Now, we're not going to do a full playthrough, guys. We're just going to do like a level or two, like the intro level or whatnot. So, hold on, shotgun charge attack. Okay. Press the special button to change weapons. So she has different weapons. Okay. Okay. Oh, so they did like a Sinmora thing. She actually runs out of time, so they changed the whole mechanic here. It's like you're playing Sinmora EX. The only thing is the story doesn't actually change. The story, no matter who you're playing is, you get the story from Cotton's viewpoint, which is basically Cotton going crazy because she wants to find that candy, the willow, that she is crazy about. So we're gonna skip the story. We're just gonna jump into the gameplay. Like I said, I'm gonna let you guys can. The point today isn't to play through the whole game. I just wanted to do a little bit of gameplay with you, at least one level. And after we've played through this, we can take a little bit of time to chat, and then I think we're gonna wind it down so that I can get ready for possibly the deals that are to come. But graphically though, game is beautiful. Gameplay wise, so far responsive, everything is good. I was hoping that I was going to be able to give it like a super high score because I'm having tons of fun with it, but that price point is just killing me right now. Try a different weapon. Ooh, okay, so that gives her a sword. Pretty interesting. I'm saying that you can finish the game on one playthrough, but so far this character is a lot more powerful than Cotton was. I'm saying that, but now I'm taking a weapon and it was not working out too well. Bombs are really powerful. Okay, I need to pick up the white crystals to regain time. Got it. I was not doing so. Or maybe I've taken hits and I've just not noticed because I'm not dying, but in my opinion, this one is probably gonna be, she's probably gonna be the one that you have the most chance of like finishing the game without taking to continue. Now we're getting into this crazy shmup style stuff. And there we go. Level 1 down. Tea time. The most important thing is to get the black ones because they're worth like 10 times the points of the normal ones. And there we go. We've got level 1. There's 8 levels in the game, which is why I said it's about 45 minutes playthrough. But yeah, honestly, it's too bad that they're selling this for $40 because I think it's rough because of the playtime, especially if you're not into arcade style stuff. You are into arcade style stuff and you're aware that it's a short playthrough, and to really be worth it, you've got to get into the leaderboards and stuff. However, I can see it's for fans. Like, you have to know the series, you have to like the series. It's not, in my opinion, a game to buy at $40 if you haven't played the series yet. But yeah, Sin Mora is an awesome, I agree with you, Andrew. It's an awesome game, and it's just that it's funny because this character actually turns the gameplay of the game into that type of gameplay. So let's skip this. The storyline is over the top and crazy, by the way. There's even like a Gundam reference in the freaking storyline. It's that insane. But yeah, so we're gonna put that aside. Oh my god. So honestly, guys, I wish we would have gotten a better indie world. Honestly, for taking the day off, I wish we would have gotten like a freaking uber indie world crazy one. Oh yeah, we got the #1 draft lottery pick. Thank you, Champ Dancer. Our Canadians are probably going to get a good pick. The only thing is that honestly, I'm not up to date on the draft potentials. Like, I haven't been following the draft potentials, so I don't actually know who it is that they're probably going to go get. Are you crazy for still loving Labo and Naughty Hide? I don't think so. Labo's fun, man. If you get into it, any game you're in love with, if you're in love with it for whatever reason, that is the important thing. Look, there are games that I am insane about that I have no actual reason why I'm so crazy about them. Well, no, I know why, because I like that type of game, but they aren't the games that most people are crazy about, like Tanuki Justice. You know, I always refer to that game. Is it the best game in the world? No, but I freaking love that game and I can't stop playing it. Like, every time I sort of don't know what to play, I end up playing Tanuki Justice. And hey, by the way, little public service announcement out there, especially for collectors. Listen to me for 2 seconds. If anyone bought the retail release of Skull the Hero Slayer and they're keeping it sealed, I think you have to open your box. I'll explain to you why. There is a manufacturing mistake where the majority of Skull the Hero Slayers have been shipped without the instruction manual that's supposed to be in the box. If I didn't open my Skull because I'm dumb, and even though I have the digital version, I nonetheless opened my physical version because I wanted to look at the instruction manual, I would have never realized that I did not have an instruction manual. And you have to write to the company, and they have to send it to you by the mail. It took a week and a half. I got it. But if you don't open your box and see if you have it inside, you unfortunately could have a Skull the Hero Slayer that does not have an instruction manual in it. Because I know a lot of you out there that watch my channel are also collectors of physical editions. Check that out, because you don't want to open this game 5 years in the future, realize there's no instruction manual, and time has run out on getting a physical version of it. But if you go on the website of the publisher, which is Merge Games, they have a form you can fill out if you are part of the people who did not get an instruction manual, by the way. So that is one important thing. I'm talking about it today. It feels odd to do a whole video on this because I'm feeling like that video is going to get like 10 views and like no one's going to watch it. But I don't really know where else I can sort of talk about it as a public service announcement for people that have the game. But I feel like they should have done like they should have sent out to the stores spare instruction manuals for people picking up the physical versions, just in case. Just in case. Honestly, because as a collector, the whole point of me buying the physical edition was to have the extras that come with it. Like, I got the soundtrack, I got the instruction manual and whatnot, and I double dipped on the game. Imagine if you wind up like 5 years in the future not opening it. Like, for example, you know, Rising Hell, I have not opened yet because I had the physical, I had the digital, I bought the physical. I might open it the next time I do a playthrough, nonetheless, but that super disappointing to me to find out that there was no instruction manual. And now I'm like almost scared and want to open all my physical editions that I'm keeping sealed just to make sure that everything's there that's supposed to be there. But yeah. Honestly, though, I've been thinking of top 10 lists, and I feel like I want to do a top 10 imports of 2022. Like, so far, my top 10 games that I imported, why I imported them, and even if there's a North American release, why I think you should import them. For example, and that idea came to me with the Pocky and Rocky release, because I think a lot of people don't know that I think a lot of people are waiting for the North American version, but they don't know that like some of the artwork's going to be censored in the North American version. So I feel like that would be an interesting list. So there would be some games that purely because the physicals aren't releasing, but others as well, just because I think that the Asian versions are better versions. You know, like, or just that I didn't want to wait. Like, you know, Deedlit and Wonder Labyrinth, where we are getting finally a North American release, I believe. But why wait an extra like 6 months when you can already get a physical? You know, River City Girls, which if you want to hunt down the the limited run games one, it's rough and you get a lot of empty boxes. I heard a lot of people buying them from eBay wind up getting empty boxes. And apparently the people put them in the description, but they put like super fine print saying this is just like an empty box you're buying. While it's readily available on PlayAsia for a pretty decent price. Like it's not that much more. The only sucky part is the shipping. You know, Cogent Sword of Rewind, Luminous Avenger IX2, which I haven't had a chance to open and play yet because it came super late. And I have others. Those are just a stack of games I got like over the last month. But yeah, I think that would be a really fun top 10 list to do. I just have to really comb through to see if there's any games that I haven't picked up yet that I want to pick up, because as everyone, you know, money is limited. So even with a Switch channel, you've gotta pick and choose which games you get. What is terrible, Champ Dancer? No manual in Pocky and Rocky. Yeah, but it's the physical edition that I want, and it's the fact that it's the original artwork. Like I said, it's not major changes. It's going to be like cleavage that will be edited out, and the character will have like a flat chest in the cutscenes and the little, you know, like when you see them like highlighted in the corner. But I'm like, come on, guys. Come on. You just saw Cotton Fantasy, like, the freaking fairy has it all hanging out. I know that in North America they just want to go for like lower ratings to be able to sell the game to more people, but come on, Pocky and Rocky is not going to be a game that 12-year-olds are going to be crazy about. I mean, they could if they play with their parents, but it's not the gameplay style that people are going to be crazy about. You know what I mean? It's whatever. Let's take a quick look. I want to take a quick look. I want to see if there's a huge sale that just dropped, or if because normally if there is a sale, they drop at noon Eastern time, 9 a.m. Pacific. I just want to see if anything happened. No, there is not. So I don't know if we're going to get like an Indie World sale. I don't feel like we are, because that was a pretty tame Indie World. And none of the bigger publishers of indie games had games that are shadow dropped, because often they do that to accompany a shadow drop game. So we might be getting a normal $5 video. Let me see. Naughty Bone Project. You never do a hardware speculation video. It's boring to talk about power or release dates, but if you and comment section speculate on current tech and how Nintendo could implement, could be fun. Yeah, those are videos that I want to do, but I don't want to be one of those hype bringers that are gonna talk nonstop about a Switch Pro, and you know what I mean? It's like I like to talk when there's something concrete about, or like my wish list. You know, like this is what I would like to see. But I don't want to be one of those channels that, like, you know what I'm talking about. Like think 2 years back before, or a year and a half ago, 2 years back. Think before the Switch OLED released, channels that almost daily would talk about what the Switch Pro will be. The Switch Pro has been announced. The Switch Pro will have this screen. The Switch Pro will... Dude, I was like, even as a tech, like a YouTuber with a Switch channel, I was like fed up of seeing those videos. I just couldn't... Like, I would go on YouTube and that's all I saw. And I'll be honest with you, it could be easy views for the channel, but there's some things I don't want to do. I'm not saying speculation is not okay. I just, if I do it, it would be like a one-shot video of this is what I'd like to see. Or it would be reporting on something concrete that we got from a very trusted source. But I don't want to get into like Switch Pro speculation and hyping up something that might not be true. Because I find that's like, just me personally, it's not something I want to do. You know, I have no problem with anyone doing it out there. Everyone does their own thing. That's number one. Just me personally, I want to report about stuff that I would watch myself. And I'll be honest with you, those Switch Pro videos, I watched like 1 or 2 when it started coming out. Then when I realized that it was basically view grabbing, I moved on. No, we're still live, Andy. We're just chatting around because I took the day off. Hopefully, I was hoping for like a major shadow drop that we could actually play today, but we didn't really get that. So we're gonna... I just want to see here. I don't think I need to log in this way. We just look at the announcements. If I need to log in, I'm gonna have to cut the screen for a second, but is it the login screen? Yeah, it is. Okay, give me a second, guys. I just want to see if we got the announcements of the stuff that shadow dropped, so we can just look at the titles again really quick. There we go. Won't be too long. So yeah, the speculation video, by the way, it's a super good, I don't want you to feel bad about giving the idea. It's a super good idea. I just want to be clear what type of video I would do. And I just don't want to be like just a hype train promoter, jumping on something that isn't true. If I do it, I want to do it because, like I said, it's a one-off, or it's because there's something real to talk about. Okay, I said I just wanted the news. Why is it bringing me to... Okay, doesn't matter. We'll look at it this way. Recent releases. So, for whatever reason, these are Canadian prices, by the way, because I just grabbed my first account that I saw, because I actually wanted to go just in the banners at the bottom where we get the announcements, and none of these seem to be here. By the way, Chefy Chef review is coming very shortly. Chefy Chef, I finished the game, 100%ed it. It's surprising. I'll just tell you that. I was expecting this to be like really low grade, not fun. I'm not going to call it like, I don't want to hype it beyond what it is. I don't want to call it like a crazy hidden gem or something, but it is a very surprising platformer for like, I think it's like $6 in the US. Just see here. By the way, when I buy any big game, I buy it in generally... Chefy Chef is not available in the US? This game isn't available in the US? Are you freaking kidding me? Anyway, for at least on the Canadian eShop, I'm not seeing any of the shadow drops. Give me a sec here. I need to. I'm like, oh, it's this I wanted. The news. Games on sale. Is this new? No, that's an old announcement. So it doesn't look like there's anything fresh on the news front. Give me a sec. I just want to check. I'm going to cut the stream feed again to the screen. I just want to check if Chefy Chef is on the US eShop, which would be... I've never seen a game release for Canada, but not released for the US. That would be like the first time that ever happens in my current... Since I've been following Nintendo games. A few more games released that weren't even featured. I'm gonna check that out. We're jumping into the US eShop. Generally, Canada and US, other than the prices, the games are pretty aligned. Like everything are the same. So I'm jumping into my eShop account, like the one I use for eShop deals, which doesn't have any purchases on it, so we should be able to see all prices. Because the problem when you have a game that you've purchased is you can't see the price on the eShop anymore. So I have an account that is just for seeing prices. Okay, we're loading back in. I just want to see. Okay, featured. Let's look here. Indie World. Yeah, it's weird. It's like the Canadian eShop hasn't updated yet. Let's take a look here. So Soundfall is the one that is the probably biggest shadow drop for the moment for me. But I know like Alex said, he's been sponsored by Mini Motor as well, and that could be a very decent one to take a look at. Gibbon Beyond the Trees, yeah. I don't remember seeing that one. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I hope you are feeling better as well, Alex. I hope your COVID's cleared up. I went through it a couple of times, so I feel the pain. I feel the pain. Was a pretty rough Christmas for me, and a pretty rough about a month and a half ago I got it again. You know, often I don't say it on the channel, but when sometimes it's just less videos. Over the last month, that's why there were less videos last month. Honestly, I was just so tired coming out of it. It was insane. It followed me for a while. Yeah, but Dying Light was a special issue because it's really like the European Union didn't want that game for... I can't remember the reason. Source of coming soon, Source of Madness. Okay, so yeah, this one I don't even remember seeing. Gibbon is a tree. Beyond the Trees is a hand-drawn adventure following a lost gibbon as they embark on a dangerous journey into unknown lands. Race to freedom in liberation mode, or play through an hour-long narrative that captures the real struggle of living creatures around the world. This could be interesting. The one worrisome part is hour-long. Like, it seems like to be just an hour-long story, which can be good if it's good. It's just that 1 hour is a little short-ish. Experience free-flowing dynamic movement based on brachiation, the way real gibbons swing through trees, master acrobatic moves, including launching from another gibbon's hands in midair, a touching adventure of a family of gibbons trying to survive amid stunning 2D hand-painted, blah, 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 blah. I mean, this could have potential. However, the fact that they didn't show it, sort of like... Unless it was in the sizzle reel and I just missed it. That could be as well. This I feel like was in the sizzle reel and I just didn't notice it. Opus. Card Shark we saw. Oh, and Mini Motorways just popped up. It wasn't there when I went in the first time, and it seemed to just pop up. Hold on. Mini Motorways is there. So, could be worth checking out. Could be worth checking out. And coming soon, you said. Source of Madness. Let's go loady shop. Gotta love that speed. Gotta love that speed. Flipping Cartus looks interesting. I'm like sort of I'm sort of shadow interested in Flipping Cartus. It looks like it could be freaking fun. Oh, recent releases. My bad. I thought coming soon. My bad. Recent releases. And after that, we have to check if Chefy Chef is there. Because I'm about to put out a review on that game. And apparently it's not out, which is a little weird. Chefy Chef. Source of Madness. I like the graphics so far. Just what I saw in the thumbnail. Source of Madness. Side-scrolling dark action roguelite set in the Loamlands. Twisted Lovecraftian world powered. This looks interesting. I wonder if we can get a trailer. We can probably get a trailer. I'll switch to YouTube after this. Let's just see what we see here. Hordes of Nightmare play systems. Yep, this looks like a crazy, crazy awesome one as well. And oops, that's not what I want to do. I wanted to get here. Okay, that's done. That's done. Just taking a quick look. So far, I haven't. Yeah, I'm really wondering why Chefy Chef hasn't released in the US. I want to see if I can find it. Because if it's upcoming, at least I'll have the release date. Okay, it did release. I don't know why on the internet I couldn't find it. But yeah, honestly, guys, reviews coming out. Even I, when I looked at the graphics, thought this was going to be like, you know, so-so. Like I said, I'm not going to say it's a hidden gem, but trust me, if you like puzzle platformers or puzzle action platformers, this is an extremely solid one for $5. Extremely solid. Like, I'm trying to find where I'm going to rate it score-wise, because there are a few major things that were lacking, and I'll save those for the review, but I had a lot of fun playing through it, and it's a good 3 to 4 hours of gameplay. So 3 to 4 hours of solid puzzle platformer gameplay for $5 in my book is a decent thing. And right now it's 20% off, as you can see. So Source of Madness, eh? Give me a sec. Let's do this. We're gonna make our own. Since the Indie Direct was sort of meh, we're gonna make our own that is better. We're gonna look at the games that are awesome that they did not cover. Thunderful Games. Okay, hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Let's cut this. Let's put this up. So, oh, just before that, hold on. It's gonna 2 seconds. I want to chat on the other side so we can, because my chat is stuck on the same screen. Boom. We good. There we go. Okay, now let's put this back, this back. Oof. This is a lot of flipping around. Okay, Source of Madness trailer. Put the sound on. Boom. Let's go. We're gonna make our own awesome indie direct since let's go. We're gonna look at other trailers too. I think I'm gonna grab the upcoming section and we're gonna look at the games that I find are looking good that are upcoming.
We are right to fear it. Behind that veil of the known lies cosmic madness. Join the cult of knowledge. Collect that elder blood. Feed the pool of knowledge. For ancient might demands sacrifice.
Now I'm actually really interested.
Find the source of madness. Stop what is to come.
This looks like really, really good. I'm just hoping that it's going to hold up on the Switch well. Let's see what else is looking really good that is coming up. They said we've got a pretty chill day today, so, you know, why not? Let's hang out. Let's see what's upcoming. I'm going to look recent releases, and I'm going to look upcoming too. Give me a sec. I'm going to find something else. Well, actually, I want to see Gibbon Beyond the Trees. Let's see if that has a trailer. Okay, we've got an Apple Arcade trailer here. Because I'd rather go with a release trailer than a announcement trailer. You often see more in the launch trailer. So let's watch this one. I mean, graphically, it looks interesting. I like the sort of watercolor aesthetic to it. I don't remember seeing this at all in my gaming direct. Like I said, unless it's part of the sizzle reel and I just didn't notice it. Almost looks like an auto runner. No, you did not, Phil. It was, I mean, it's worth watching just in case something catches your eye, in my opinion. It's only 20 minutes, but, yeah, you didn't miss like a major announcement or anything like that. I
can't tell the difference.
Here. I don't like it. I think this is gonna be better like this. There. Less garbage on the screen. Okay. So we have that. What else looks good that we didn't see? Soundfall we saw. What else? Let's look at upcoming stuff. So for the releases that at least released in the last couple of days, that seems like what is good that we didn't cover. Webbed? No, I did not play Webbed yet. But yeah, that looks... it is one of the games that I would really... that I want to put time into. Let's look at Flipping Cartus. Flipping Cartus looks freaking like something that could be interesting. Oh, flip! It's Cactus. I'm dumb. I'm like Cartus. Learn to read. Learn to read. 9 months, 1 day ago. 1 day ago looks good. Game trailers, whatever. Okay.
Based on
Let's take a look at this one.
Story. '80s themed, tequila-driven action vendetta. Featuring a spiky hero with a thorny past.
Spiky hero with a thorny past.
One unfortunate cactus breaks bad.
This can go either way.
In a hardcore journey versus merciless drug cartel. To avenge the family.
This is one of those that can go either way, sort of like Chefy Chef, just, you know.
Of the past. Turn the tables. Flip the switch. Obliterate the enemies. Drive the forklift. And don't trust the donkey.
Okay. Meh.
What the juice?
I'm like iffy. Iffy. It could be good, could be bad. We're not gonna watch Seven Pirates H because that game. Oh, Get a Grip chip and the body bugs. Because Get a Grip chip, by the way, the first one was really good. This is like a sequel, I guess. I didn't have a chance to watch it yet. Get a Grip chip and the body bugs, right? I'm not body bugs. This one looks like another really fun puzzle
Position
platform.
yet? Working on it. What's taking so?
First one was good. And this one seems like a really nice extension to the gameplay. It's a precision... I say puzzle, but I meant precision platformer. But yeah. Like this one seems more... have a better flow. Like the first one, there was a lot of stoppages. So far from what I'm seeing from the level designs, this one seems more about getting a constant flow. May 12th. It's the same on Switch, by the way. And anything else that looks really exciting for the next few days? I'm going to go about a week into the future for what is announced so far. I think this looks interesting in a week. Yeah. This one I'm wondering about too in the Don't Trust a Donkey. This one looks like something that could be interesting as well. Deadcraft. $17+, meh. Hopefully we're not going to get any crazy stuff on the trailer, but yeah. Now obviously we're getting Snow Bros special. That's the thing. And then Cotton Fantasy that we already looked at the level of today. Oh, and KO the Kangaroo. That one I'm really... Hold on, let's watch this one first. There, I'm getting ahead of myself. So this goes no mercy. Like, this one can be either really good or really bad. I'm hoping on the really good part. May 19th. And then we've got Marvelous KO. The Kangaroo. This is the last one we're going to look at because after that we're jumping into June, and I mean, I just wanted to look at a few. Like I said, I wanted to make our own awesome indie direct that is better than the one we watched. This one, the only thing I heard is that there could be some glitches with it. I think some people have gotten their hands on it so far, and it might be a little glitchy at the moment. Hopefully it can be fixed up. It's releasing at the end of the month, so they've still got a couple of weeks. But it reminds me a lot of like a Crash Bandicoot. Or something like maybe, what can we call it, Super Lucky's Tales. This one I have high hopes for. I'm really hoping it's good because I like my 3D straightforward platformers, and we haven't gotten a really good one in a little while. I think. Well, no, I'm saying that, but we got Neon whatchamacallit there. It was actually really good. Neon. The one I covered just a couple of weeks ago in the eShop sale. The girl with like devil head with like demon powers. God, I hate the fact that I'm so bad at title. I like game titles by heart. Okie doke. So that is pretty much gonna be it for those trailers. Let's put the Elgato back. Let's put this off, and let's pop the chat over to the other side. Boom, boom, boom. That's there. That's there. Give me that back. Boom. Naughty Bone says, I would pay AAA price for a motion control surgery game that was more simulation than gimmicky. HD Rumble would be sick too. Yeah, I'm just not sure how many people would be able to get into like actual surgery game, like if it was not gimmicky. Like, I understand what you mean, like, because, you know, it's like the surgery games that we got so far, like a cooking mama of surgery, you know what I mean? Where you're not actually, it's like hit the points and, you know, shake the controller and do the proper motions at the right time. But I agree what you mean. I just think that the how do you call it? The people that would attract are so niche that'd be rough for a developer to put a lot of time into developing motion controls that are sensitive enough for that to work, and then not have enough people buy it. I'm not saying it's not a great idea. I'm just saying I don't think it has a big enough appeal. How about the Maple Leafs? I'm not following the Leafs, dude. Told you, not following the Leafs. I'm gonna check I check weekly to see how it is. You missed everything. You just woke up. Honestly, you didn't miss much, Wild One. Unfortunately, you did not miss much. You did not miss much. There wasn't a lot of good stuff in the Direct. And we've been looking at our own version of the Indie Direct since then. We've been looking at trailers on the eShop to try and find the best stuff that they didn't cover. But don't worry about it. It was you didn't miss much, unfortunately. I wish you would have missed some great stuff. I'm also excited about that game. KB Glide the Dragon. Take a quick look. Not gonna put it up on the screen because it's a little bit of a hassle switching between Switch and screen. Glide the Dragon demo gameplay. That looks like a Spyro type, like inspired gameplay. Obviously, it's gonna have its own feeling and all that, but yeah, it looks pretty decent. Looks pretty good. Thanks for letting me know, KB. Looks pretty good too. Let's get out of the eShop. Hey, you wanna play Freezer Pops, guys? My God, Farm Tycoon is coming up. It's weird, but I know those games get a lot of like. Some people don't like them, but I know a lot of people end up buying the Farm Tycoons. Arcade Spirits is getting a follow-up, which is it's one of the visual novels I really enjoyed. If we go further down, Dadish 3, by the way. I don't know if you guys, I said it in one of my deal videos. We've got Demon Slayer is getting a follow-up, but Dadish 3 is coming up on June 15th. I should be getting a code for that game, so I should most likely have a review ready. But I love Dadish 1 and 2, so Dadish 3 is nonetheless, it's not a huge game, it's not a huge release, but it's a game that I'm looking forward to nonetheless. And obviously, Mario Strikers. I'm just worried that we have not seen much gameplay footage since the initial announcement. So I'm really hoping that the game doesn't releases in a full state. When Glide the Dragon releases, I hope Glide will also be included in Super Smash Brothers. Fortunately, there's no characters that are going to be added to Smash anymore, KB. I don't want to be the bringer of bad news, but I'm pretty sure Smash Brothers, we're done with this version of Smash's characters. I'm saying zero hope for anymore. Or close to zero hope. Obviously I don't have Nintendo can change their minds at any point, but I don't see them doing it for this version of Smash Brothers. Maybe in a sequel, if we do get a sequel to Smash Brothers Ultimate. But unfortunately, I don't think Glide will be there. Sorry, don't like being the bringer of bad news, but there's a very low likelihood. Yeah, so Mario Strikers, and then I think beyond that, it's wonky. We have Fire Emblem Warriors, and obviously the Capcom Fighting Collection, which I'm super excited to play Darkstalkers 1, 2, and 3 again. Yes, that is going to be freaking amazing. Darkstalkers, right? Yeah, I always make the mistake between Darksiders and Darkstalkers. Yeah, Darkstalkers is a fighting game. Darksiders is the 3D platformer, which are two series that I love, but Darkstalkers is a fighting series that does not get enough love. Darkstalkers is one of my favorite ones. I played more on I have my Street Fighter 2 arcade 1-up, the anniversary edition. It has Darkstalkers 1 on it. I play that more than Street Fighter 2. Just to let y'all, it is a really good fighting series. Well, honestly, guys, I think we're going to call it now. We've been, I mean, you know, we, for a 20-minute direct, we've been live for like, what now? For 2 hours now. So I think I think it's pretty good. Thank you guys for sticking around. It was super fun chatting with all of you. Thank you so much. By the way, like I said, let me know in the comments down below, what do you like of the new setup? I might try it for one of the gaming nights to see if you guys like this setup. Obviously, the gameplay is a little smaller, but you know, the green screen's okay, but I like better sort of being able to interact with you guys like this and like more of a real, like in my real setting. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. Okay? It would be very appreciated if you let me know if you like the setup like this or not. Like I said, I might try it for one gaming night, and if not, we just might use both. Like when I game, I might use the full screen setup with the green screen, and then when we do more of a chatting, like today, watching an indie direct or whatnot, do more of this type of setup where I find it a little bit easier to interact because it's not just me floating above the image. But yeah. So just let me know. And thank you all for stopping by. As usual, guys, I hope I'll see you in my next video.